This is a Spearman correlation example. Remember, the correlation of negative 0.8 is just as strong as positive 0.8. The sign indicates the direction of the relationship, not its magnitude. Remember that n refers to the number of individuals or pairs of scores. The special formula for Spearman correlation often causes trouble. Remember, the value of the fraction is computed separately and then subtracted from 1. The 1 is not part of the fraction, so all you need to solve a Spearman correlation is n and d. The equation looks like this. R sub s is equal to 1 minus 6 times the summation of d squared over n times n squared minus 1. Remember, do the fraction part first, subtract from 1 at the end. Here's an example. You have two sets of data. You have X and Y for 5 different people, or 2 different items that we're trying to correlate. There are 5 scores, so n would be 5. These scores are interval scores, so you must convert them to ranks. Remember, before doing a Spearman, everything must be ranked. Step 1, create a new column. Rank the X's from smallest to largest, in this case from 1 to 5. So you locate the smallest X. Notice it is a 2, and you give it a rank of 1. Then you locate the next smallest X value, in this case it's a 5, and you give it a rank of 2, and so on. Do this for all the X's and Y's. Pause the video, and then check your work with mine when you finish. The next step, subtract the X rank from the Y rank, make the answer positive, and put it in the difference column. So, for example, 2 minus 2 would give a difference of 0. 3 minus 5 would give a difference of 2. We're making everything positive. Once you've calculated a D column, then you're going to square all the numbers. Everything will still be positive. Finally, you're going to add up the D squared column. This is going to give you 6 for this example. So summation of D squared is 6. The final step is to put this summation of D squared into the Spearman formula. Realize that since there are 5 X scores and 5 Y scores, that n just equals 5. Again, here's the Spearman formula. Put in summation of D squared equal to 6 into the equation. Put n equals 5 into the equation. Solve for the Spearman correlation, and you get 0.70. If you plotted these X and Y values originally, say point A would be 5, 12. Point B would be 7, 18. Point C would be 2, 9. Point D would be 15, 14. And point E would be 10, 13. You would end up with dots that had a line of best fit going through it that rose from left to right because your answer is positive, and 0.7 correlation means the dots would be kind of close to the line. So the results for this is that there is a positive correlation between X and Y for these data. The correlation is fairly high, near 1, because it is 0.7, which indicates a consistent positive relation.